So a spring break, a heartache, I do it all over again. Do it all over
Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel. My name is Kem. So for your meditative session, I got Elephant Spirit, Learn from the Past. And when I was closing my eyes, I saw a lot of blue, and the only blue in this card is on the third eye of the elephant. So I feel like there's something, I don't know. It's more than like it being intuitive. I feel like you know what it is that, like, you know what they want, you know what the guidance is, but you are using a lot of thought energy, like a lot of logical thought energy, so you're not really in tune with like what the third eye or whatever it is that's trying to tell you something. So they're kind of telling you that maybe it has something to do with the past or like a past experience, like you've already learned the lesson. So that's what I'm getting for your meditative session. But let's pull some cards and see what is going on. Okay, Gemini, what I'm feeling right away is that this has to do with the elephant spirit. So let's put that here. By the way, it was number 25, 7. What I'm feeling with this spread is that where someone was imbalanced, like their two sides were unbalanced, right? Like their masculine and feminine side, their ego and, you know, their soul, whatever imbalance there was within a person, they kind of want to come and speak truth about it. Or maybe this is you who, wherever there was an imbalance in your life, I think you're like bringing it to light because you want to work on it. I'm kind of getting like another energy in this reading, but like maybe this is, because this could be someone else, but I'm seeing like there are a lot of reversals in this deck. The reason for the reversals is because someone is learning to work through the energy, through the negative energy. It could be you, like you're trying to work through, you know, if you know something about yourself, then you can like work on it, right? Someone has gained the knowledge with like the wisdom. Well, it's not wisdom, but learn from the past, and the knowledge card coming out. It's kind of like someone has learned their lessons. Someone is learning from the lessons that they're being given. Is this in the past or present or something that's happening in the future? Well, this is this week's read, so I just feel like it's the present energy. So I feel like you've learned to work past it already, because it's saying to learn from the past. So it's like it's already an old energy. Like you've already learned to work past it. Or this could be someone else's energy who's learning to work past their kind of negative tendencies. So I have like the masculine and feminine card in reverse, right? So there's like imbalance in a situation, but I see someone coming to kind of correct that with the Ace of Wands, right? And then I see the King of Water in reverse. So I feel like that's someone who kind of can't work in their, like they use their emotional intelligence to kind of manipulate. Like that's how I get the King of Water in reverse, like someone who can manipulate through emotions. So it's like using, like kind of using their emotions, like getting to know someone really well or having known someone really well and being able to manipulate them based on how they feel. And I see with that, it's like they're not allowed, they can't really do that anymore, or you can't really do that anymore, because it could either be like inside of you that there's like, when you do sit in this energy of like kind of emotionally manipulating people, or if someone sits in this energy, it's one of two things. It's either, if we're talking about you, then it's like you're not going to allow like a part of you won't allow you to do this anymore. Like the higher self knows that you shouldn't be doing this anymore, and it's kind of like an internal battle, like not to act in this way. And if this is someone else's energy, then it's like if they come into this energy or they act in this energy, it's like you're already there to call them out, right? Like they can't get away with the emotional manipulation at this point. So it's like reversed energy, but being corrected. Here I have the 10 of Wands, which is like my ego card, but it's in reverse. So it's like somebody is learning. That's what I'm getting. Like somebody is learning from their mistakes. Like where there was imbalance, they're going to speak truth. Where there was a manipulation, maybe they're going to fight to like explain to you why there was that was the case, or what energy, maybe like this type of energy is what put this person into the King of Cups in reverse. Like this argumentative, like this energy of arguing and like fighting and inner struggle. Maybe this energy is what put this person into the King like of Water in reverse. Maybe you do know this person and you have a past with this person, and they're here to kind of tell you like why there was such an imbalance in the relationship. I'm not sure. This could just also be your energy and like the things that you need to correct, because here, learn from the past. It's like use your third eye. You already know the answers to like the things that you struggle with. You've already been through these lessons, so it's like don't go through them again. If you already went through it, like you should already have learned the lesson. And here I see like the ego in reverse. Why is someone like putting their ego down? Because they lost something. With the Heaven and Earth card in reverse, it's like somebody lost like the nearest thing to them because they were sitting in their ego. If this isn't you, then this could be somebody else, or this could be like a warning to you. Like if you're sitting in ego, you can lose this, because this is someone I see who like is not sitting in ego anymore because they have had a great loss in their life, right? So it's like the correction. Why am I dropping the ego? Because I lost something. Why am I not emotionally manipulating anymore? Well, there was something in my energy that pushed me into that way. Like that's not who I am, but I was kind of pushed into that. I was pushed into those manipulative tendencies because I was kind of in defense of myself for some reason. Why was I imbalanced? I want to come speak truth about what that is. Like, yeah, I just see someone has gained so much knowledge. Like here I have the knowledge and the counselor card. This is like someone who's seeking, and this is like knowledge. And this is someone who's seeking advice from others, seeking advice from spirit, seeking advice from a wiser person. This is someone who, like, the counselor is not someone who's like a joke. Like if you're going to seek advice from the counselor, you're going to get kind of like exactly what it is, right? Like no one's going to sugarcoat it. The counselor is going to tell you straight up, like, this is how it is, right? And this is like the knowledge this person's gained. Maybe this person has gained the knowledge of like the actual situation or the places in which they failed. Or if this is you've like understood where it is that you've come from in like these types of situations. And I feel like you're coming out on top with the crone energy, and it's like this is like correlating with the elephant spirit, where it's like learn from the past. Like the crone is knowledgeable, and the crone is like she is who she is because she's been through so many experiences, right? Like you can't become the crone at like the age of 5, 10, 15 because you need the experience and to gain the wisdom to like take the knowledge and make it applicable, right? Like you can't just, if you take knowledge and you don't do anything with it, then it doesn't become wisdom. It's just sitting there. To make it wisdom, you have to like use it, right, in your everyday life. And that's what the crone does. So I think that's what the message is today. Like if there's any questions that you have on what you should do, it's like, did you already have this lesson? Like learn from the past. Anyway, guys, if there's a question that you have, I think the key is to look at the past and like not only learn from the past, look at the past. Like if there's a situation going on in your present day that you feel like you don't have the answers to look at the past. And then if you look at the past, you'll have the answer to the question that you seek. And I think you're going to step into this energy of the crone where it's like someone who can't really be duped, somebody that can't really be like, you can't really, no one can really take advantage of you, I want to say. No one can take advantage of you. No one can kind of like manipulate you. There's nothing that anyone can really do to you because you already can see like 5 steps ahead what this person has planned, right? Anyway, Gemini, that's what I'm getting with this reading. It's like very interesting. Let's just see what like anything comes out for the counselor. Oof. Yeah, sorry. Another thing, I was like finishing the reading and then I started to look at the cards and got more. So what I'm seeing again is like, so when I see the imbalanced, I can't speak. When I see the upside down masculine feminine card, what I'm getting with this and the Ace of Swords is like the advice to like this is advice to yourself. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's not only like someone who's like learned from the past, but this is like the advice for you. So anytime that you feel imbalanced, it's like speak on it. Like whatever is making you feel unbalanced, the key to like getting yourself out of that energy is to speak on what is feeling unbalanced. Like write about it, talk about it with that person. Like, oh, I feel imbalanced because of this, right? If you feel like someone's trying to manipulate you, like the advice is like to kind of not fight them, but like challenge them, right? Why are you trying to like, why are you in this energy? Like there's no one that can get you into an energy that you don't want to be in because you have the knowledge within you to like, you already know what it is you need to do. So like when you feel imbalanced, you speak on it. If you feel like someone's manipulating you or you feel like there's some situation where like whatever like trickery there is, like they're saying like fight, don't just like let someone take advantage of you, right? Like confront them about it basically. Where there's like when you don't use your ego, when your ego is like gone and you take your ego and like shove it out the door because it's something that you don't need, like this is possible for you, the Heaven and Earth card. But because that's why I was saying like I feel like this could be someone else's energy because it's like someone learned these lessons. It could be you or it could be someone else because it's like they learned to take their ego off because there was a great loss, and it could be you. Like you could have lost something and now you're like learning like, well, I have to work not in ego but through my soul, through love, so that I can like never have a loss like this again. So it's like, how do I like make sure that I don't go through loss in my life, don't go through the mishaps that I've had in the past where things were kind of pulled out from under the rug, and like I was surprised, I was shocked when things, like when I lost things in my life. And it's like, well, don't work in ego. And it's like, you do have all this knowledge. And I just want to see who the counselor is. I think the counselor could just be spirit, maybe your higher self. I don't want to take all these cards. All right, I have a true pair here. It's crazy because like I've been getting so much King of Cup energy. I don't know if there's a masculine in your life, a masculine water sign, or someone who's like wanting to be emotional, wanting to kind of get into their feelings with you. But I feel like when I see this, it's like I'm not sensing this is your energy with the counselor. Like I think that you have the knowledge, but with the counselor, I have the King and the Queen of Cups. And I also have the Knight of Wands in reverse. And I feel like I'm hearing the song, like, you know the song, I Don't Want to Be a Player, and I Don't Want to Be a Player No More. I think it's Big Pun. Yeah, I think it's Big Pun. And it's like, I don't want to be a player no more. Like, that's literally what I'm hearing from this. So what I'm getting on the counselor card is like, if this isn't your energy who's been like upside down, this is someone else. And like this is someone who has learned their lessons. They learned, and it's the same thing that I was saying to you. It's like, where there was an imbalance, there's truth coming in. Where there was manipulation, it was like, well, I feel like they're saying they were like emotionally triggered, which is what put them in this energy. And they realize that their ego is what caused this loss, and they're learning about that. They're learning, if this is like not for you and someone else, it's like they're learning about themselves. And they're learning that like being in the Knight of Wands energy has just caused a lot of pain for them. And they see you as like their true pair. There's a true pair here. And they know that they lost something. They know that this is like a soulmate relationship. They know that there's a loss here. And with the Page of Wands, it's like, I don't feel like they're only like a lot of people will say that, see this as like, oh, like the spy card. But no, I feel like it's someone who wants to come speak truth, right? But the way that they're doing it might seem a little bit, I mean, you're a Gemini, right? You're air energy. And you could be working with someone who's not too used to like communicating how they feel, right? Like not everyone can be in like that air energy, like that. Not everyone is as communicative as mercurial signs, right? It just is what it is. Like, people try to talk about their feelings, and it's harder for some than others. And I just have a feeling that it's very hard for this person to speak about how they feel. So you might see them as the Page of Swords, where it's like you're coming with this little, this little word like, hey, what's up? Like, not real communication, it's not anything big, right? It's like something small, but they are coming in with some sort of communication. And I think it's like, it's new for them, and that's why it's a page. It's new for them to kind of speak on how they feel. It's not somebody who's like experienced in the way that they can speak. Whereas I feel like here with the crone, you are. You know what I mean? Like, you've also maybe been through these same lessons, and it's like you're not like coming to them as a page, you're in the crone energy. So if that somehow bothers you that like they're coming in as a page, I think that could be your ego, because it's like someone who's learning how to do something, they're not going to be an emperor at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, someone who's learning how to, like, it's like a baby. Like, you have to learn how to like crawl, to learn how to walk, to learn how to skip, to learn how to run, right? Like, you can't just like skip steps And this person can't skip steps no matter what it is that you want them to be. Like, they cannot be as communicative and as like emotionally available to you as you would like them to be. So like them coming to you as a page isn't like them trying to be false in any way. It's just, it is what it is. Like, they have to start from the beginning. And I think it's like a really beautiful energy that they've stepped into, and the way that they see you is like the King and Queen of Cups, like true pair. They know that they lost like a soulmate relationship, they like a soulmate union, and they want to come in as the page, which I think is really beautiful. Wow, Gemini. Okay, let's see what the advice we already have learned from the past. I feel like that goes for both of you. See if there's anything else. All right, so right away with Elephant Spirit, learn from the past, I think this is from both of you. This could be like someone you already know, someone that you're dealing with. And then this is the advice for the feminine, or whoever is sitting in the energy of going to kind of receive this communication. And this is the energy of the masculine, or whoever it is that wants to make, who's learning to communicate, who wants to kind of, the Page of Swords basically. So dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. Number 18. I think with that, it's like, again, the way that I feel like you're seeing them, the way that they're communicating is like not good enough for you. And I think with bring a gentle touch, it's like, be easy on someone who's just learning something, right? Stop expecting them to be like the master of communication. They're not. Like, they could tell you they're not. They're the master, like their emotions, they're not. And that's something that you need to understand. Like, bring a gentle touch. It's like the expectations you have, you need to, it's not even about expectations. It's about like kind of respect. It's respect them for wanting to try to do something that they're not used to doing, and growing and trying to learn, right? And then Grasshopper Spirit, take a leap of faith. This is like, for them, I see all this green. It's like, I think they want to take a leap and explain to you, like, they want to come in as this page. And I think it's very hard for them to do. And that's why I'm saying to be gentle. Like, look at it in a respectful way. The way that they're trying to do things is different. And that's what you need to respect. And let's see if there's any feminine advice, divine feminine advice. Okay. Segment is very, like, it's very personal to me. It's like one of my favorite cards from the deck. I see it as, like, for me personally, I feel like anger comes very easily to me, if that makes any sense. Like, I just feel like for me, anger is a way for me to express myself, even though a lot of people don't see anger as like a positive trait. I think a lot of people see anger as something that's negative and something that people have to work on. You know, like there's anger management classes. Like, anger isn't a word that people relate with like a positive thing. And I think with segment, it's like trying to change that notion or connotation or whatever the word is of like the way that you see anger. Like, I'm pure strength. I honor my anger by giving voice to it. Whoever it is that needs to speak, it could be this person. And I don't know, for some reason, I feel like it could be both of you, because I only got one card. And I think it could be both of you. I think there might be a lot of anger in the situation. Like a lot of, I don't want to say fighting. It's just anger. And what I mean with anger, it's like, it's an emotion, right? Like if you're passionate about something, you'll get angry about it. You'll get frustrated because you're very passionate about it. And I think that's the way that you need to look at anger. Not like if they're angry or you're angry, it's not a negative thing. It's like someone who cares enough is going to feel some sort of emotion about this. So if it is the Page of Swords coming in and they seem a little bit upset, or they seem angry, or they seem frustrated, like they're giving voice to it, right? They want to speak about it. And I feel like that's the key message here. It's like, only someone who doesn't care about something isn't going to feel anything about it, and they'll just kind of let things go. When people like actually fight for things that they want, I think that's like the message of Sekhmet. It's like you're fighting for something that you want. It makes you emotional, it makes you passionate, and sometimes it can make you angry, but anger is not necessarily a negative thing. And I don't think you're necessarily low vibing when something makes you angry, because it's just it's an emotion that needs to be spoken. It's like a necessary emotion. Like there is an importance to it. And that's what like Sekhmet is trying to say in this reading today. Anyway, Gemini, I hope that this reading helped you guys. I'll see you guys next week. I love you. Bye.